Question 36. Neil spent $1,068. Engen spent 1/4 of the amount spent by Neil. How much did both Neil and Engen spend in all? Okay guys, this fraction here, right, is very important. Okay, if Engen spent 1/4 of the amount spent by Neil, that means Engen will take this 1. Okay, so it means Engen is 1 unit. And can you see that this 4 down here, it means 4 units. And this 4 units goes to Neil. Okay, so when you see such a sentence phrasing, right, Engen spent 1/4 of the amount spent by Neil. So this numerator will tell you the number of units that is owned by the person in front of the fraction. Okay, that means Engen is 1 unit, and this denominator tells you the number of units that the later person down here has. Okay, so we can say that Engen has 1 unit and Neil has 4 units. Okay, so if you draw a model, it looks something like this. Engen 1 unit and Neil will have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units. Okay, and can you see this $1,068 is actually what Neil has, or what Neil spent. So this 4 units, it would be 1068. So 4 units gives us 1068. 1 unit will give us 1068 divided by 4. That will be $267. Okay, so if you want to find how much did they spend in all, it will be 1 plus 4 units, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 units will be 267 times 5. Okay, so that will give us $1,335. Okay, question 37. Miss Tan had $309. She wanted to buy a t-shirt for each of her 42 pupils. So each t-shirt cost $19. So how much more money did she need? So guys, keyword is 42 pupils and 1 t-shirt costs $19. So we can just write down this. So 1 t-shirt costs $19. So now we want to buy for 42 pupils, right? So that will be 42 t-shirts. So 42 t-shirts will be 42 times 19. Okay, that will be $798. Okay, so $798, right? But Miss Tan only has $309. Okay, so $309. So how much more did she need? So what you need to do is just take $798 minus $309. Okay, and you should get the answer as $489. Okay guys, the question is not so difficult, but I think the problem for most of you, right, is to multiply the 2-digit numbers together. So I'll just show you how it's supposed to be done. So 42 times 19. So guys, one trick, right, is that you realize that I tend to write the numbers further apart. Okay, so for those who are a bit weaker, I suggest you can actually group the numbers into columns. So you can see the ones, tens, and the hundreds place clearly. So what we will do is that 2 times 9 is 18. So I put a 8 here, I put a 1 here. Okay, then 4 times 9 is 36. 36 plus 1, 37. So I write 37 here. Okay, next guys, this 1 is for 42 times 9, right? So now we're going to times 1, which is 10. So can I cancel this first, so as not to confuse when I do the second part of the multiplication? So because it is in the 10th position, I put a 0 here. So 4 times 2 will be 2. 1 times 4 will be 4. Okay, so done. We just add this up. 8, 9, 7. Okay, so we get the answer here. Question 38. The cost of 5 pillows and 4 bed sheets is $725. A pillow costs $28 more than a bed sheet. So guys, this is the keyword. Okay, so what we can do is that we can actually draw the model for 1 pillow and 1 bed sheet. So the pillow costs $28 more than a bed sheet. So for pillow, okay, this is pillow, this will be bed sheet, and the pillow costs more. So we have to draw the pillow longer. Okay, and the bed sheet will be shorter. And this extra amount, can you see that it has to be 28. So I'll put in $28 here. Okay, okay guys, when we draw model, right, can we just put in the numbers instead of the unit? Okay, so I think because the unit sometimes will confuse us, just put in the number will do. Okay, so now we have 5 pillows and 4 bed sheets. Okay, so what I will do is this. Let me just draw the model for 5 pillow. So it will be pillow 2, 3, 4, 5. So it goes something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I have 4 bed sheets, right? Bed sheets is just 1 unit. Okay, so pillow is 1 unit plus 28. So we will put this in. 28, 28, 28, 28, 28. And I have 4 bed sheets. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And altogether, the total cost would be $725. Can you see this? Okay guys, so whenever we draw this type of model, right, okay, we know that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 units plus 28, 28, 28, 28, 28. It gives us $725. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to do, right, is that we are going to find 9 units. So 9 units, isn't it just take the total and we minus away all the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that we will get back the 9 units, right? So what we need to do is that we need to find out what is the total of this 28 times 5. So we take 28 times 5, okay, that will give us 140. So 9 units will be just you take the total minus away all the numbers. Okay, so 725 minus 140. Okay, that will give us 585. Okay, and we can find 1 unit. So 1 unit will be 585 divided by 9. Okay, that will give us $65. Okay, so it happens that each bed sheet is 1 unit. So 1 unit is $68. This is the answer. Okay, question 39. John had a grey piece of paper measuring 72 cm by 52 cm. Guys, so this 72 cm is indicated down here. It is the length, and 52 cm is the breadth. So guys, when we have the breadth and the length, right, basically I think we can anticipate that the questions will ask us about perimeter or area of a rectangle. Okay, so John cut out a rectangle in the middle of the paper as shown in the diagram below. So what area of the paper was not cut out by John? So John had a big piece of rectangular paper. Then after that, he cut out a small rectangle in the middle. So what is the area of the paper left? Okay, which is the area of this shaded region here. Okay. So guys, I'm not sure whether you can see. Okay, this gap here this gap here is actually 7 cm. That means from here to here is 7 cm. Okay, not sure if you can see it in the diagram because it's shaded. Okay, so I just tell you that this gap here is 7 cm. Okay, so what we can do, right, is that, guys, first of all, we need to find out what is the area of this shaded. So the heuristic or the method to do so, right, is that you just imagine you want to cut out something like this. So of course you have to start off with a big rectangle, and then you have to cut out the small rectangle in the middle, right? So how do we cut out the small rectangle? When we cut out means that we minus the area of the small rectangle. Then we will be left with the area of this frame. Okay, so what is the dimension of this big rectangle here? You can see that it is 72 cm by 52 cm. Whereas for the smaller rectangle, right, the length is I need to find. Can you see that this is 72 and this gap here is 7, this gap here is also 7. So the length here from here to here of the small rectangle, it has to be 72 minus 7 minus 7. That will give us 58 cm. And the breadth of this smaller rectangle, it is 40 cm as indicated here. So guys, to find the answer, right, of this shaded part, it's just we find the area of the big rectangle minus the area of the small rectangle. Okay, so how to find the area of the big rectangle? Isn't it area of a rectangle equals to length times breadth? So equals to 72 times 52. Okay. So guys, I'm not going to show you the 2-digit multiplication anymore. So if you don't know, please practice on your own. Okay. And the area of the small rectangle, it will be 58. See, the length is 58 times 40. Okay. So we have 2, 3, 2, 0. Okay guys, now this is the area of the big rectangle. This is the area of the small rectangle. So if you want to find the shaded part, it's just take the big rectangle, area of big rectangle minus that of the small rectangle. Then I can get the area that is left behind, okay, which is the shaded part. So the answer will be 3744 minus 2320. And I'll get 1424, and please put in the units. Okay, it's area, so it should be square centimeter. Okay, question 40. Joy had 284 markers and crayons. After she gave away 4/5 of the markers and 26 crayons, she had an equal number of markers and crayons left. Okay guys, so this question, right, is a bit tricky. Okay, we know that it has to be before and after. So at the start, right, the total is 284. So Joy gave away 4/5. So what does 4/5 means? Means that at the start she has 5 units. Okay, then she gave away 4 units. So at the end, she's only left with 1 unit. So this part clear? So we can say that Joy, for her marker, is left with 1 unit. And she gave away 26 crayons as well. And at the end, she had equal numbers of crayons and markers left. So of course, this is a question on before and after. Okay. So before, guys, I do not know how to draw, but I can draw the after model first. You know why? Because after, right, for the after, can you see that Joy is left with 1 unit? Okay, so Joy is left with 1 unit of marker. So I know that the marker has to be 1 unit. And she has equal number of markers and crayons left. So if the marker is 1 unit, the crayon must be also 1 unit. Okay, so now we are ready to draw before. Okay, let's draw the crayon. I think it's easier. she gave away 26 to become this, right? So that means before she should have more crayons, okay, than 1 unit. How many more? It has to be 26 more, okay, 26 more. You get it? Okay, then next, okay, maybe I draw it a bit smaller so as not to confuse. Okay, so for the marker, right, can you see that she's left with 1 unit, but she gave away 4, right? And at the beginning she has 5 units of markers, so we need to draw 5 units of markers before. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And she has 284 markers and crayons at first, right? So this whole total will be 284. And guys, we have done this 101 times, okay? You see this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 units plus a number equals to the total, okay? So the next thing that we want to do is that we want to take away this number down here. So we know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 units will be 284 minus 26. We will have 258. So if we have 6 units, the next thing that we want to find, it has to be 1 unit. Okay, so 258 divided by 6, 43. Okay, now we look at the questions. How many markers did she have left? She have 1 unit left, right? So this is the answer for A. Okay, and next, how many crayons did she have at first? Guys, at first, can you see that you look at this? It's 1 unit plus 26. So for part B answer, it's just 43 plus 26. That will give us 69. Okay. Question 41. The figure below, not drawn to scale, is made up of a rectangle ABCD and a square BFGH. Okay, so guys, just want to take note of the labeling. You see this ABCD is actually the 4 corners of a rectangle, so you have to go in either a clockwise or anti-clockwise manner. So it's ABCD. Okay, and for the square is BFGH. And the square BFGH has an area of 49 cm square, okay, or square centimeter. So area equals to 49 square centimeter. And the length of AE is 14. Can we just put it in? So this distance here is 14. Okay, and what is the area of the shaded part? Guys, the shaded part is just the rectangle. So how to find the area of a rectangle? We need the length. Okay, basically we need this, the length, and we also need the breadth. Okay, so please take note. Okay guys, first of all, do you know that if you are given the area of a square, we can find the length? Okay, let me just give you a few examples. Okay, if let's say I have a smaller square, okay, if it's 2 by 2, the area will be 2 times 2 equals to 4. Am I right? If I have a bigger square, now it's 3 cm by 3 cm, so the area will be 3 times 3 equals to 9. Okay, and if I have another one that is 4 cm by 4 cm, so the area will be 4 times 4 equals to 16. So guys, can you all see that the area of a square is always the length times the breadth, and the length and the breadth must be the same because a square has 4 equal sides. You get it? So now what we will do is that we will just, if let's say the area is 49, then we can guess what is the length. Okay, what is the length and the breadth? Because length and breadth must be the same. So then you ask yourself, okay, now I want to find that the area equals to 49 cm square. So is it 1 times 1? Okay, of course it's no. Okay, it's wrong. Is it 2 times 2? 2 times 2 is equals to 4. 3 times 3 equals to 9. 4 times 4 equals to 16. 5 times 5 equals to 25. 6 times 6 equals to 36. 7 times 7 equals to 49. Okay, so we got it. So based on this, right, what we can say is that the length and the breadth is 7 cm each. So from B to F, this is 7 cm. From B to H, this is also 7 cm. You get it? Okay. So guys, now we are ready to find the breadth of the rectangle ABCD. Okay. Can you see that BH is 7 cm, CH is 3 cm. So BC, isn't it just 7 minus 3? I get 4 cm. Okay, so I can just highlight this. This is the breadth of the rectangle. Now we want to find the length of the rectangle, right? So guys, first of all, I need to find what is BE first. Okay, so BE equals to 7 minus 2, which is 5 cm. Okay, can you see that this length here, it is 5 cm. Okay, so then AE, it is 14, right? It's stated here is 14. From here to here is 14. This is 5. So to find this, isn't it just 14 minus 5? Okay, so AB, which is the length, will be 14 minus 5. That will be 9 cm. Okay, so now I have the length is 9 cm. I have the breadth as 4 cm. So the area will be just 9 times 4. I have 36 square centimeter. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, question 42. Jessie had 3 times as many cookies as Wendy. So after Jessie bought 26 cookies and Wendy bought 62 cookies, they had an equal number of cookies. So how many cookies did Wendy have in the end? So guys, first of all, we have to draw the model. Okay, of course, we have a before and after. Before is easy to draw because Jessie had 3 times as many cookies as Wendy, right? So that means Jessie will have 3 units and Wendy will have 1 unit. Okay, that's basically what we do. When we say you have 3 times as many, okay, it means that the Jessie has 3 units and Wendy has only 1 unit. So we can draw it now. So it goes like this: 3 units and Wendy has only 1 unit, right? So now after we know that Jessie and Wendy, they bought some more cookies. So for Jessie, right, now she would have more than 3 units. Okay, so how many more did she buy? She bought 26. Okay, and for Wendy, she bought, initially this is what she have, and she bought an extra 62. You can see it, this is 62. And now Wendy and Jessie, they have the same number of cookies. Okay guys, I need you to observe the model very carefully. Can you see the 2 numbers? Always when we finish drawing the model, always start off with what the number that we have. So look at the numbers that we have and we compare. Can you see this is 62? This is 26. So if I take this minus this, I'm left with 2 units. Okay, I'm sure you see it. So 2 units, which is down here. Okay, if you can't really see, I can highlight for you. This 2 units down here, isn't it 62 minus 26? Okay, so 2 units will be 62 minus 26. I will have 36. So 1 unit will be 36 divided by 2, 18. Okay, so how many cookies did Wendy have at the end? So Wendy will have 1 unit plus 62. Okay, so it will be 18 plus 62. I have 78. Okay, that's the answer. Question 43. There were some children and adults at the park. So 5 over 12 of them were children. There were 72 more adults than children. So how many adults were there? Guys, the first part is actually quite straightforward. I told you when you have a fraction, right? The numerator 5, which is 5 unit, will go to the first party, which is in this case the children. Okay, 12 units is the total. 5 over 12 of them. Them means that this them refers to the adult plus the children. So it just tell you that the total number. Okay, so what we can say is that total for A, total there are 12 units. Children will be 5 units. And the adults, then you take 12 minus the children, you get the adults unit. So 12 minus 5, I have 7 units. Okay, so what I will do is that I can draw the model. So for children, I have 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For adults, I will have 7 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there were 72 more adults than children. So that means this extra 2 unit is 72. So 2 units gives us 72. 1 unit will be 72 divided by 2, 36. And how many adults? Adults, there are 7 units. So 7 units equals to 7 times 36. That will give us 252. Okay, that's the answer for part A. Now we are ready to move on to part B. Okay, so in the afternoon, some children went home. Okay, so the number of adults left was 4 times the number of children. So how many children were left at the park? So guys, then you must ask yourself, the children will be lesser. It will decrease because the children went home. But did any adult went home? No, right? So the adult is still the same. Number of adults is still the same. And the same, it tells you that it should be 252. So now the adults left was 4 times the number of children. So how many children were left? You just need to take 252 divided by 4. Okay? And the answer will be 63 children. Okay? That's the answer.